Madison Barnfather, occupational therapist in neurorehabilitation with the Calgary Early Supported Discharge Program and the Calgary Brain Injury Program. This presentation will be on fatigue and energy conservation post-stroke. Canadian stroke best practice documents report that fatigue is one of the most common problems after stroke, affecting up to 70% of all individuals. It is a feeling of exhaustion, overwhelming tiredness, and a lack of energy that doesn't seem to improve with a good night's sleep. Fatigue can have a negative effect on your mood, physical functioning, attention, concentration, memory, and ability to communicate. It is important to understand how to pace your activities and to manage energy resources in order to accomplish your daily goals. This short presentation will describe fatigue and the principles of energy conservation in order to help you make the most out of each day and to improve your function moving forward. What causes fatigue? The causes of fatigue after stroke are not clear, but may be due to the extra effort and attention it takes to do even simple tasks. After stroke, you may experience more than one kind of fatigue. There's physical fatigue, where the body needs to work harder to do things that were previously effortless or automatic, things like walking or maintaining balance. There's cognitive fatigue, where tasks now take a more conscious effort to complete. And working hard to think and stay focused can make you mentally tired. There's psychological fatigue, where your mood may decrease with an increased realization that many things are different after stroke. You might feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster, where one minute you're happy and content, and the next you're more irritable or angry. And over time, this could lead to depression and anxiety. There are other factors that contribute to fatigue and may include things like the medications you take, your sleep patterns, your environments, and your activities. And you should know that fatigue can fluctuate over the course of a day, the week, and even the month. But fatigue is important, and if you are overwhelmed by fatigue, you have less energy to care for yourself and to do the activities that you enjoy. And it's equally important to acknowledge how fatigue is affecting you and to share this with your loved ones and your support networks. So think of your brain like a vehicle and your energy like the gas tank. After your stroke, you're likely to find that you don't have the same amount of fuel in the tank that you usually do. Even more so if there are gas guzzlers that you encounter along the way. And these guzzlers can be things like cooking, meal preparation, trying to make a main course and a side dish when people are walking through your kitchen or there's kids playing in the next room, or you're standing at the countertop for a long time. Thinking tasks that require increased attention or processing, things like managing your finances, reading a book, problem solving, and stimulating environments where there's lots of background noise, background lights, multiple people, bright light. Filtering needs to occur in order that you focus on the task. And negative self-talk here is not helpful or productive to get a handle on fatigue. Philosophies like no pain, no gain, or I just got to push through are not helpful when recovering from stroke. Canadian stroke best practice recommendations suggest that fatigue after stroke is a significant issue and needs to be managed. Energy conservation is a way of managing fatigue and is a way to use less energy during activities. Most people do not quite see the connection between the activities they do and their level of fatigue. It's important to think about both the amount of activities that you're doing during a day, as well as the types of activities each day. And a slow reintegration into a normal routine reduces the likelihood of burning through your energy resources on a daily basis and helps you to recover your strength and your endurance more quickly. So how can I learn strategies for energy conservation? Let's introduce the 3 Ps. Number 1, prioritizing. As an occupational therapist, I always encourage clients to write out their to-dos list. This is your working document. There are many high and low-tech options, such as electronic devices, smartphones and tablets, as well as good old-fashioned pen and paper. Why write them down? Because it's easier to prioritize them when they're right in front of you. If they're written down somewhere, then you don't need to worry about forgetting something because you can look back at your list. Once you have everything written out, you can start the process of prioritizing. And this involves looking at what's a need versus a want, What do I have to do personally, or what could I delegate to other people? Also, what requires more urgent attention and what could be put off into the future. Number 2 is planning. An external device such as a planner or an agenda, like so, can help keep you organized and reduce the cognitive load of having to remember every little thing. Using some type of planner helps maximize usable energy. The key is to make life easy and then gradually introduce activities. It will also help you to resist the temptation of pushing through and trying to do everything all at once. So take the time to plan out your week. Take time each evening to review your day and plan for the next one. Check your schedule or your planner every morning and frequently throughout the day to keep on track. And also write down all the things that you actually do. This will help bring your attention to how much you're doing, and yes, brushing your teeth and showering also count. It helps to see how you're balancing your activities and your rest. Finally, number 3 is pacing, and pacing is the glue that holds everything together. Pacing cannot be successful without also using prioritization and planning techniques. Remember to give yourself plenty of time to do each task. Simplify activities that you do. For example, sit versus stand, or take the elevator instead of using the stairs. Incorporate both activity and rest into your day. And a break or a rest could include things like deep breathing, a short walk, some stretching, a 3-minute meditation, or even a light snack. Put a reminder into your phone or set a timer, and this will let you know when it's time to take your breaks. Alternate the different types of activities that you do, like a thinking task like banking versus a doing task like dusting. Do your most demanding activities first thing in the morning or when you feel you're most alert and have the most physical and mental energy. Adhere to healthy routines such as sleep schedules, exercise, socialization, and nutrition. So how do you know if you're on track with your pacing strategies and gradual reintroduction? Something like the fatigue and symptom scale could help, where 0 is no fatigue, which likely isn't too realistic early on, but a solid 2 to 4 is achievable using the strategies mentioned to prevent excessive energy drain. Just remember that a general guideline should be that an increase of 2 to 3 out of 10 for an activity, as long as it returns to baseline within the next hour, is okay. But if not, you likely weren't ready for quite that amount of activity yet. So go back to the amount and type of activity that you've just added and ask yourself what factors you could modify to be more successful next time. So what have we learned so far? Here's 3 key takeaways. Post-stroke fatigue is a medical condition that is common after stroke. Energy conservation strategies can help you to manage your energy and do all the things that you need to do in a day. The 3 P's, prioritizing, planning, and pacing, will help you to conserve energy. Remember, everyone's recovery looks different. Find the strategies that work for you. This concludes the presentation on fatigue and energy conservation post-stroke. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to your family doctor or your local health clinic, or check out the best practice links on this page. Thanks for listening. Take care.